Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for September 7th, read by Kurt L. from Albuquerque, New Mexico. AA thoughts for the day. Honesty. I know the biggest word for me in AA is honesty. I don't believe this program would work for me if I didn't get honest with myself about everything. Honesty is the easiest word for me to understand because it is the exact opposite of what I've been doing all my life. Therefore, it would be the hardest to work on. But I will never be totally honest. That would make me perfect. And none of us can claim to be perfect. Only God is. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 482. Thought to consider. Honesty is the absence of the intent to deceive. Acronyms. Who, me? Willingness, honesty, open-mindedness must exist. Just for today. Endless from the central experience. I have become more and more aware of the infinite expansion of happiness which is accessible within. The Upanishad, part of the Hindu scriptures, concludes, from joy all things are born, by joy all things are sustained, to joy all things return. The more thoroughly I can surrender to this proposition, the more thoroughly I enjoy my life. Ultimately, my God as I understand him is joy and the expansion of joy. Toronto, Ontario. Came to Believe, page 100. Daily Reflections. Our side of the street. We are there to sweep off our side of the street, realizing that nothing worthwhile can be accomplished until we do so, never trying to tell him what he should do. His faults are not discussed. We stick to our own. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 77 and 78. I made amends to my dad after I quit drinking. My words fell on deaf ears since I had blamed him for my troubles. Several months later, I made amends to my dad again. This time I wrote a letter in which I did not blame him nor mention his faults. It worked, and at last I understood. My side of the street is all that I'm responsible for, and, thanks to God and AA, it's clean for today. As Bill sees it. Prayer under pressure. Whenever I find myself under acute tensions, I lengthen my daily walks and slowly repeat our serenity prayer in rhythm to my steps and breathing. If I feel that my pain has in part been occasioned by others, I try to repeat, God grant me the serenity to love their best and never fear their worst. This benign healing process of repetition, sometimes necessary to persist with for days, has seldom failed to restore me to at least a workable emotional balance and perspective. Grapevine, March 1962. Big Book quote. There is a principle which is a bar against all information, which is proof against all arguments, and which cannot fail to keep a man in everlasting ignorance. That principle is contempt prior to investigation. Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, Appendix 2. Spiritual Experience, page 568. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. Another of the mottos of AA is easy does it. This means that we just go along in AA, doing the best we can and not getting steamed up over problems that arise in AA or outside of it. We alcoholics are emotional people and we have gone to excess in almost everything we have done. We have not been moderate in many things. We have not known how to relax. Faith in a higher power can help us to learn to take it easy. We are not running the world. I am only one among many. We are resolved to live normal, regular lives. From our AA experience, we learned that easy does it. Have I learned to take it easy? Meditation for the day. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Sheltering arms express the loving protection of God's Spirit. Human beings in their troubles and difficulties need nothing so much as a refuge, a place to relax where they can lay down their burdens and get relief from cares. Say to yourself, God is my refuge. Say it until its truth sinks into your very soul. Say it until you know it and are sure of it. Nothing can seriously upset you or make you afraid if God is truly your refuge. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may go each day to God as a refuge until fear goes and peace and security come. I pray that I may feel deeply secure in the haven of His Spirit. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. My name is Kurt L., and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, 1990, or 2001.